You got bullied today. A bunch of Leon fans had a heart attack when you said Chris would beat Leon. And then they said Leon has killed and done more impressive things. I was like, Chris got Wesker, and they said Leon got Zeno. Like, Zeno beat Leon's ass. But Leon doesn't get Zeno. Wait. Leon doesn't beat Zeno. Gideon kills Zeno. What?
NANI?
Leon never fights Zeno in that game. He gets his ass whooped twice in cutscenes, and in Leon's defense, he's crippled in both. That's not accurate. And has killed and done more impressive things. I mean, that's subjective. Chris has had way more missions on and off screen. And beating Wesker's a real big feather in your cap. It's hard to deny that. You could argue Chris didn't solo him, which is accurate. I mean, diehard fans of anything are... Yeah, and you see, the thing is, Chris and Leon are not my favorites, but... The biggest negative Chris has over Leon is Chris is way more mentally damaged. Chris is fucked up. Leon's gotten through all of his torment pretty mentally intact. So, I mean, I guess if you want to get into a willpower psychological advantage...
Oh, good for you!
All right. Hey, Lobeslinger, welcome. Yeah, Jill's probably my favorite also. I think Jill's my favorite in both senses. Let me... Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry, Barry is. Sorry, Barry is my favorite. I guess Jill's my number one playable because you only get to play Barry in one game. Half of the game. Yeah, Rev 2. And Barry's a fucking G in that, so... Yeah, so but Barry and Jill are I mean, see, I can't ever be objective with that because Revelations 1 raid mode was perfect and Revelations 2 raid mode was fucking garbage that had all content complete in less than a week. Show me your pizza thong. To the surprise of no one, I am not in possession of a pizza thong. Hey, Poondog, welcome. Lomeslinger, welcome. But yeah, if we're not putting in a psychological factor, I think Chris beats Leon 8 out of 10. Easy. That's the biggest advantage Leon has over him is Leon's smart assery and quips and very high success rates have kept him sane. Whereas Chris is a giant bundle of PTSD trauma. He seems pretty recovered from it, but it doesn't go away, you know? What would I say Leon's top feat is? You're not gonna like my answer, Zara, because it's kind of a cop-out. But objectively, I think it's correct. Surviving the Raccoon City incident. That man got here at the worst possible time in his life. Like, I know that's such a cop-out answer, but the dude showed up in the shit as a rookie with his sidearm and his uniform. And without knowing it, threaded a needle and walked into the heart of chaos. And lived. Now, admittedly, Ada saves him. But regardless, you can double that for, well, not double it. At that point in time, Claire actually has more martial and combat training than Leon does.
Wow.
Yeah, but the Chris stuff is worth note. Leon had what fucking 2 weeks academy, maybe? I'm not saying this to put Claire down. But yeah. So I actually think that's the most impressive thing Leon's done, is much as a small cop-out answer that is. I actually have a different answer for Claire. Believe it or not. I think, well, okay, this looks like it's getting retconned, so this may not be accurate when the Code Veronica remake comes out. And honestly, this needs to be retconned because it's stupid. That being said, because it's stupid, this is Claire's greatest achievement. I think Claire's greatest achievement was being a solo, mostly successful, corporate terrorist against Umbrella. You guys not remember the opening cutscene of the original Code Veronica? And if you read the lore, that's like the 5th time she's done that? No amount of Big Brother trained me in guns and hand-to-hand lets her be a solo corporate fucking terrorist. I hope it doesn't get... But it... For the sake of Resident Evil realism, that probably needs to get retconned. And from what they showed, it looks like it is. That is really over the top. Wouldn't Claire's most ridiculous thing be having the Phobos virus their system, the entirety of Phobos, kept her fucking adrenaline checked the whole time? No. 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 Spending 9 months being a solo successful corporate terrorist against a private military firm is no, I'm not saying she can't be a threat. She should remain a threat taking them down. But like, you know, in Rev 2 and the movies, you know, she's an intelligence gathering, information reporter working with very public charities and stuff, you know, and taking them out, smart, like. I really like that angle. Yeah, remember, it's not just like, oh, this business has security. It's a paramilitary unit. It's security unit like a security unit is in Shadowrun. Okay? It's just the fucking military. Better keep Chris climbing that 400. I can do without that too, honestly, but it depends. Okay, here's TJ, I'll meet you in the middle, okay? I've made the joke for years that the reason Chris is so fucking Boulder Jack in RE5 is because of the tremendous ass whooping Wesker gives him in Veronica. if Chris is noticeably beefy in Veronica, but not RE5 size, he can climb the mountain. If he's still young, lean, and mean Chris, no mountain. And then that also canonizes that he gets completely jacked because Wesker beats his ass. They're basically Max Tech from Cyberpunk, but less. Yeah, I get that's, yeah. The Shadowrun comparison. Yeah, it's Renraku fucking security services. Like, it's... I think that's easily Claire's biggest thing. Jill's, of course, is defeating Nemesis. It's hard to narrow Jill's down, but the Nemesis is the threat. Well, remember, Umbrella's not Umbrella, and Umbrella are technically the good guys now. It's confusing. But yeah, Jill's is taking out the Nemesis. Who else we got? This is fun. Barry's would be defeating She-Wesker. As an old man. Ethan's greatest achievement? Giving a fuck about his worthless wife. I couldn't do it. Nope. Ethan's a better man than I. Mia's horrible, and he sticks by her. That is... all that a joke cop-out answer? I don't care. Him sticking with her after all that and giving a fuck. No. No, that's... Nope. No. Negative. Would Sherry's be beating Ustanak? Ustanak was a bitch. No, Sherry's is going to be, I call this a cop-out, and I know Claire was there, but I don't care. Sherry is canonically the only child to survive the Raccoon City incident. So Sherry's greatest thing she's done is be the only child who survived the Raccoon City incident. And she got a fucking buff. Well, they've also kind of hinted that the fuckery in 9 might have fucked up her regen. She's like, what, 38 in RE9, I think? 40, that's close. But yeah, Barry as an old man beating She-Wesker is his greatest. What are the main characters we got? We did Leon and Claire, that's RE2. I gotta... Becca and Billy did the Leech Queen. Billy did the Leech Queen. Billy's greatest achievement is having more hit points than almost every boss in Resident Evil. Guy is a brick shithouse. Just absolutely unfucking killable. I know that's a meme, well, it's a meme to me, but it's also fucking true. What, clear! That guy? Steve Burnside. Well, it looks like they're... I am a constant Steve defender, but it looks like Steve is going to get a huge glow up in the remake. What do you mean everybody complains about Steve, Zara? That's a bad take. I think he gets too much hate. He's supposed to be annoying. He's a broken home, abused 17-year-old boy. I think his character is exactly what he should be. Major population of I think that was true maybe a decade ago, but I don't know about now. It's really easy to get it. Now, I bet they still haven't finished Code Veronica. That game's hard as fuck. What other main characters haven't we covered? Ada's greatest achievement is fucking blue balling Leon for all these years. I try not to think about the lore of 6 because it's really bad even by Resident Evil standards. She ain't blue-balled shit. Leon's fucking autistic and doesn't understand. Oh, he understands. Are we forgetting any other? Most impressive thing Art Thompson did was somehow be the greatest protagonist. Right? Right? Art Thompson, yeah! Grace, let's see. Okay, I got a good joke answer for Grace. Let me... About Bruce from Dead Aim. Greatest thing he achieved is being the most forgettable protagonist. Okay, I got my answer for Grace. Okay, joke answer first. One of the only females to not fall all over Leon's dick immediately. That's actually difficult historically. Okay, my answer is going to be a bit meta. Okay, hey, Neutral, welcome. No, I think the greatest thing Grace does, again, this is a little meta, is surviving the fucking care facility and putting all of her fear aside to try and rescue the blind kid and successfully surviving it. Because that is the hardest part in the fucking game. The beginning. And you get it with probably the weakest, most cowardly character the series has ever seen. And she's fairly, I'm not mocking her for this, losing her shit over the situation. And then sees that kid and goes, we gotta save this kid. And then successfully gets her and the kid out. Well, that's a little bit of a meta answer, but I think handling that and thinking about the kid first is more impressive than beating the girl monster. Rebecca was probably more cowardly. No, she had training. See, Orson knows. Oh, and let's not forget. Let's not forget, Grace comes preloaded with PTSD. Most PTSD in Resident Evil's after your first game. She's preloaded with that shit. That's a big debuff. So, no, I'm gonna say, when did this turn into a Resident Evil talk? I'm gonna say, her surviving the care center and still rescuing the girl is heinously impressive for the most normal person thrown into a bad situation in the series. That's kinda nutty. She should have fucking cracked, had a meltdown in the corner, and the singer would have exploded her head. That's what should have happened. Speaking of exploding heads,
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world.
hey Marwell, thanks so much for the raid, man. Raiders, welcome. Thurman Games, welcome. I'd ask how your stream was, but I was watching it up until I started mine, so... So I know how it was. But hi. Our stream got completely derailed before it even started, and we're talking about the most impressive feat all of the Resident Evil protagonists have done. But I think we covered everybody, right? I guess I didn't cover Rebecca. Okay, generically, I'm not giving this as an official answer yet, but I mean, generically, Rebecca getting separated as the rookie, getting separated from her crew and surviving the pre-incident and then the mansion incident. Okay, we can do Carlos. Carlos is going to be hard to do, though. Oh, you know what? Okay. You know what Rebecca's was? Hang on. Rebecca's is actually easy, considering her situation. He survived the run-in with the proto-tyrant. No warning, no clue, separated, 2 run-ins, survives the proto-tyrant. There's a lot of bodies down there, man. She's... I mean, yes, you could argue Billy did a lot of it, but I believe in the canonical story, the first time she runs into him, she's not with Billy. I don't mean in the game, I mean in the lore write-up. So, she survives Proto-Tyrant. No, we're not playing Claire Redfield. Okay, so Carlos is going to be hard to do. Okay, and by the way, I'm a big Carlos fan, both versions of him. Because obviously, Carlos is a preloaded badass with way more specific knowledge and training going into that scenario. But original and remake, what does Carlos... Oh, never mind. Carlos is easy. This is a partial cop-out answer, but he doesn't have medical training. Remake or original, successfully gets the antiviral and delivers it to Jill and doesn't kill her with it. He's a fucking grunt. So that's a little bit of a cop-out, but that's clearly the biggest, most important thing he's done. And in either game, it's not like it was a fucking cakewalk for him to go get the damn drug. And actually, yeah, that's a really good thing, because you know why that's a good answer? Because I don't think Carlos is ever alone in either game, except when he has to get the antiviral. Then he's 100% alone in both games, getting it. Well, okay, I mean, he meets the tech guy in the remake, but the tech guy isn't doing shit except for trying to shut the shutters. That's very negligible. So yeah, him one-man arming, getting the antiviral and administering it properly and not getting it broken on the way back. That's Carlos's claim to fame. Is that everybody? Is that all the main pro tags? I think that's everybody. Missing two? Who am I missing? Oh, Jake and Helena. Well, Helena's easy because she actually did nothing but fuck everything up and then somehow squeeze a whole chapter out of I'll tell you when we get there and then never tell him. She actually did nothing. I'm sorry. She has no accomplishment. She's worthless. Okay, I hate Jake, but let's be fair. Canonically, he suplexes him? Does he? Thank you, bud. Oh, I don't think I've ever done the suplex. Shit. Okay, so TJ's probably right, but I have a counter, not a counter, but an optional. You guys tell me which one's better. Is Jake's biggest claim to fame hand-to-handing the Ustanak or escaping the lab unarmed? I think that's fair. I'll take either answer. I don't mind, but that's what came to mind to me. If you really think about him getting out of that secure fucking facility with no equipment, kind of fucking nutty. That's kind of half of an action movie. Hey, Wickerman, welcome. I have my medication, so... We're trying to be better, but good to see you, man. You learned Cantonese in 6 months, just here. Yeah, he's not fluent. He learned enough. Anyone who sits around a language for 6 months will learn enough to get into a fight. See half my Spanish training. But yeah, either one. Either him hand-to-handing the Ustanak and not getting ripped apart, or escaping secured lab facility unarmed. Either one of those. I'm not just memeing on Helena, though. She doesn't do dick. She's worthless. That is my actual canonical answer. You did forget about one other one. Who? Pierce? Okay, but we didn't forget him. Pierce's greatest thing is the end of his chapter. Fucking legend. I fucking hate RE6. I loved Pierce. And of course, the one character that came out of 6 I didn't hate. You know, he doesn't make it. Yeah, Pierce's answer is obvious. Watch the end of the Chris chapter. That's the greatest thing Pierce has ever done. Did we go over Joshua? Who the fuck is Joshua? I already named the legend Art Thompson. Who's Joshua? That guy that doesn't die in RE5. Not a major protagonist. You're right, he is playable as player 2 in the DLC. You're right about that. Still not major protagonist. But, okay, you know what? Fine, we'll do him. It's easy. His answer's real easy. And it's correct, and it's a meme. He pilots a helicopter that doesn't crash and survives. Did you just call Lost in Nightmares terrible?
NANI?
What the fuck?
DJ, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Wow.
There will be no Lost in Nightmares slander in my channel. It's too fucking short. Then that's not bad. That shows that it's so good you wanted more. We don't bash Lost Nightmares in here. All right, we're not doing that. That ain't happening. We're not doing it.